And welcome to the Geekz. This is Lil.
This is Steve, keeping it green.
And this is Sean for the Break It Dawn. What's going on?
Just fixing my mic. Fixing my mic.
Steve, your mic's muted.
No, it's not.
I'm just joking, man.
Not yet. Not yet. There's time. Hey, there's plenty of time for that. Okay, that's gonna happen. The question is how many times? What's the high low on Steve? Your mic's muted. That's the real question.
What's up, Taylor? What's up, Pacino?
Holy shit, he lumped you in today. You must have said something nice. Did you give him a tuggy on the weekend or something? What's going on? Why is he being so nice to you?
I don't know. He must just realize that I am great. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ooh, starting up already, huh?
Hello. Of course, we saw the Lakers lose to the Bulls twice last week. I watched Saturday and Giddy. Come on now. I watched a lot of sports this week.
I think you needed that win because you guys are failures anyway. So come on.
Oh, we needed that win.
What's up,
Aaron? You broke ass LeBron. Can't even play a ball. So
Al. Hello, Al. Oh, calm your tits. Hello.
What's up? What's up, Aaron? I'm never gonna calm them. They're on fire. My dimes are going great. They should have deported Giddy. Hey, too bad. Too bad for the Lake Show. Lake Show's gonna get bounced in the first round.
Damn, bro, come on, man. Why you come in my squad like that? I ain't do nothing to you, man.
But all of those guys are going to get that sweet gold card deal that Trump's been talking about. They're just going to pay that $1 million and never have to worry about nothing again. Or whatever, 5 million, some shit like that. Whatever the fuck his weird thing is. Anyways, they're not gonna get rid of Australians.
Clearly, Lil has it out for me today. I don't know why. I didn't do anything to him.
Pacino has it out for you. He's the one that started it. Lil didn't even say anything.
No.
Your Dodgers are still winning. Of course, they're still winning. Don't worry.
They paid enough money to win. They're gonna do it.
I bought a Gretzky jersey today.
Shut up! Really?
I did.
A Kings one or which one?
Yeah, Kings.
Play Kings.
Yeah. I went into my car. I forgot to bring it in the house.
What's up, Mike?
Yeah.
Why a Gretzky jersey? I'm just so curious.
You know what? Look, I always wanted a hockey jersey, and I'm like, what kind of hockey jersey do I want? And I was looking at them.
The New Jersey Devils is a good one.
I like that LA Kings. Listen, I'm a Lakers fan anyway, so why not get the Kings one? I want the Mighty Ducks one. They had a Mighty Ducks one too.
That's the move right there.
Can actually get
the old burgundy one and the burgundy and green one, it
was the old school white one. It was the old school.
But it has that green and purple on it though.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can get them on Amazon actually cheap. The Mighty Ducks ones.
No,
with if you're looking at the movie one, like the original, with the green with the duck, from that first movie.
Yeah, you gotta have the hockey mask on, the real one.
Conway on the back.
No, I got the Mitchell and Ness one. So it was Hardwood Classics. It has the Gretzky's years that he played and whatever like that. It's a nice fucking jersey, dog. You know what it was? And it's fucking weird to say. I seen LeBron with a fucking hockey jersey on. I was like, that shit look cool as a motherfucker. I was like,
I've been wearing hockey jerseys for the last 5 years.
All of you guys are copying Kevin Smith. So
no, I've been wearing hockey jerseys before.
No, I don't want to hear you talking. I wear a hockey jersey before Kevin Smith. Shut up, Lil.
I used to fucking play hockey too. Just like his ass playing within the streets.
Wait. That man was wearing a hockey jersey before you were awake.
How did this turn into something with y'all? I said I bought the fucking jersey. It's about y'all. I bought the goddamn jersey.
You want me to go downstairs?
Sean,
I got three hockey jerseys.
You were born. All right, how about that?
I got 3 hockey jerseys downstairs in the closet and a Chicago Bears hockey jersey. So I don't want
listen. I was just doing to look cool because that's what I do. I'm just saying.
Sleeves on them. They're like long quarter, 3/4.
Really... but it looked tough though. I had it on. I bought some camo pants. I got I'm wearing my Jordans with it. This shit looked pretty fucking fly. I'm like, I kind of like this look. So you never. I'll show y'all next week. I had to have it on next week.
What the fuck is going on with my camera? Anyway, Pacino says Kevin Smith also has a new Call of Duty skin. He does. They're releasing Jay and Silent Bob. So Jay said that he recorded like 150 hours or some shit, or 100 hours of dialogue or some shit. Kevin Smith didn't have to record nothing because
he didn't say anything.
Silent Bob.
Wait, did we go through the chat already? Because nobody, I don't think anybody hit the chat. Mike
yeah,
Mercer,
I did.
We've been hitting the chat.
We've been hitting the chat.
I didn't hear any of this shit.
I put all these things. I said hello to everyone.
We've been popping up and reacting to.
I didn't even see. You know what it was? I was doing the news. That's why.
Yeah, because Pacino's the one that brought up the
I did see
Lakers.
the poll stuff. I seen that, but
Yeah.
I just didn't know if we seen anything else. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, I did want to bring this comment back right here because somebody else finished Paradise this week as well, if I'm not mistaken. So now, because Lil finished, and we all know that once Lil watches something, everybody's fucking seen it because he's the last of the party on everything. So we can spoil away.
Yeah, if you have not seen Paradise, you might want to close your ears for like the next 5 minutes.
Aaron says he's got a starter OG Ducks for you, Sean.
Yeah, that sounds tough. Wait, except for me. Wait,
starter jersey, a starter OG Ducks jersey. A starter one?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You pass that off, brother.
Are you?
Now that you have a hockey jersey, what did Ed say? Hold on.
You gotta get
Look at
the skates.
Pacino's like, what the hell? You're not seeing any of this? This guy, how green are you? I thought he was talking to me, but clearly he's got to be talking.
Oh, wait, Ed said something too.
Yeah, he said we gotta see you on skates.
You'll never see my black ass on skates. I'll tell you that right now.
Not rollerblades or ice skates?
Nothing. I don't do any of that shit.
Oh, I'm
I'm
known to cut it up in some rollerblades and ice skates, dude. I got
too.
the moves.
Even when I was at my heaviest, I was roller hockey playing. So I got
we still gotta get a basketball game on. You know I'm a crush.
Well, and now it's different. Now I can't body you now. I'm too small.
You are too small now. I'm gonna punch you around.
I know.
Like a little baby.
I'll have to flop like LeBron does in every play. Like, ah!
Oh man, you guys like coming at that boy, man. What else is going on? Well, shit, we're talking about Paradise. Lo, what'd you think of Paradise?
Yeah, let's go.
I loved it. We finished it. My in-laws finished it with me. Everybody loved it. It was crazy. So like me, Ava, Mia, Jenny, and her parents watched it. Of course, Alex didn't watch it. Ava guessed it was the damn librarian like 2 episodes in.
I didn't even remember who the fuck you like when it came time and they were like, ta-da! I was like, who the fuck is that? Like, I had no idea. I'm glad they did that refresher thing that showed us all of that backstory.
I know it was nuts because she said it. She bet them. She bet them, but they weren't going to stay longer. But she's like, if it's the librarian, you have to stay an extra week. And they're like, oh, okay, sure. We'll stay an extra week if it's the librarian. Then it's the fucking librarian. They're like, what the fuck?
Wait, what was the librarian? I'm confused. What are you talking about?
The killer.
The killer.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
The same guy that tried to kill him on the fucking White House lawn.
Yeah.
Wild. Like how
that's crazy.
The connecting tissue was just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, it was an interesting because we all know Sinatra is a piece of shit. I mean,
but remember that
whatever.
The last episode that you had watched was just when they were like, "Watch out for Billy," and we like Billy. Billy was a good guy.
Billy was the shit. I like Billy.
And then you get his backstory and realize like he had like a really fucked up backstory. And he's like a really sympathetic. You could like I can understand why he's kind of shitty, but like he's a good guy. And then what they do to him is just I'm like I fucking want to kick that little wee chick, and I just want to break her fucking neck. I know.
What kind of fucking psycho is sitting there? Oh, can I get the president's wee and I'll take her out? It's like, what? You could have solved this whole thing by giving this girl a wee?
Yeah, right? That shit was crazy.
I'm more interested in what's going on outside because them fucking scientists were up there and got murked. So like
we should have did a review on this show. I don't know.
Billy's that's the one I'm talking about, Pacino. That's the one. That's the crazy. She's crazy hot, but she's fucking crazy. She'll kill you. She'll slide that fucking shit in your drink and kill you.
Yo, she crazy as shit.
And what she said to Billy too, you told Sinatra to bring your biggest motherfucker.
I know, right? That was kind of crazy. Fernando, we're talking about Paradise, right?
Paradise.
We're not really reviewing it, just kind of getting into a little bit of spoilers. But come on, James Marsden crushed. And as a character that dies in the first episode, the way that they trickle him throughout the show is fantastic. He's a main character. He's in a lot of the fucking season.
He's in every episode.
And it's just so good. That show is tip top.
Yep, for sure. And of course, because I got my my in-laws, they've watched the entire X-Men universe. Like they've watched all the movies and everything. They're actually working on the X-Men animated series and X-Men 97 now. So seeing James Marsden there, they're like, "It's Scott," and I was very proud, very, very proud son-in-law. I even bought my mother-in-law, because her name's Jean, bought her a Jean Grey t-shirt, and she went nuts because that's her favorite character, of course. She loves Jean. So early Mother's Day present.
What else you watch?
So yeah. I mean, we watched a movie that we were going to be reviewing for Patreon. We watched Promare.
Happy Saturday Night Geeks.
Okay, well then maybe next week it'll come out as a review.
I'm so happy that I squeezed that in. Sean, you're killing me, bro. I talked to you yesterday.
Steve, I know. Yo, first of all, motherfucker, I was on yesterday.
Yeah,
and you weren't even fucking on.
I weren't on. I gave you a fucking invite. Me and Ed were on. And Lino were on until 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what you're
First of all, I jumped on with Lino. He said,
I love this argument about
you know what happened?
Gaming.
So me and Lino were on. Then I had to cook dinner at like 7, and I came back on at 8. I was gone for an hour, and that's when you were on.
Did Jay tell you that I came on?
No. Was he on with you?
That motherfucker, I was on. I was like, yo, hello, yo.
He left his Xbox. He came back when me and Dave were just playing in the party.
I can't stand you.
I can't stand you. You should have texted me. Say something.
I took some Z-Quil and went to sleep. I was tired.
Thanks, James. Yeah, they got obsessed with X-Men after watching Deadpool and Wolverine, and then fell in love with all of the X-Men. So.
I did watch that Promare movie. I watched it too.
So did I. All right. Well, we'll wait till next week. Sorry, Taylor. That was your review. It'll be a week late.
I mean, you can watch it without me.
No. Taylor paid $10 per or $20 per, whatever it was. It's per. It's segmented.
Yes.
Shit. All right. God damn it. I didn't get a chance. I just forgot.
It's a Patreon review.
And Steve told me to watch it, and I fucking forgot.
I know, and I think I texted it multiple times.
I was
like as a reminder.
Busy, I was gonna watch that. I was so busy today. Zoe, the first time I took Zoe to the mall, and she was with her friends by herself, and she hung out. So I was in the mall, kind of like
I get that the stress level and anxiety that.
Dude, it was so stressful, but I was like trying to be far away and like be
cool, but you're not. Yeah,
but like you gotta be cool, but like watch every fucking move they make, but but they can't see every move you make.
Yeah. And
I get it. You see, I was barely got on the show tonight on time. We're all busy. So
that was an all day fucking process, man. I was like, and I didn't get a chance to do it during the week because I was just busy. So my bad, dog.
Yeah, outside of watching March Madness, watching baseball, watching the Bulls, I didn't watch anything else this week. It was heavy into sports.
Yeah. All right.
I pretty much watched the Promare movie that Sean didn't watch.
God damn it. You're gonna make me fucking feel it. I know you.
I watched both episodes of Daredevil today. I purposefully wait to watch the Daredevil stuff until Saturday so that I can be really fresh on it. So that was fun. What else? I've been playing a lot with the team creator on College Football 25. So if any listeners are interested, I am actually creating all the teams that we used for our superhero draft. The Rangers, Web Warriors, Rebel Scum, and Imperials, and the Mudville Monsters I'm creating all 5 of those teams and putting them on to download for College Football 25. So if anybody wants, they can very easily find those. I'll let you guys know when they're out, but I'm building them right now, but they're not done. It's a very involved process. Sean wants to be the Hoth Rebel Scum. It's fucking tight. It's gonna be
but my stadium got to be like a snow, like it's got to be like a snow kind of situation.
I'll do what I can. I think that goes with like the seasons. I don't know if I have complete control over that, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best. We'll make every time you play, you can go in and change in the settings the weather, make it real snowy. Okay. So that's really cool. I don't know of anything else really.
Yeah. Do you guys got anything in their toy box? I didn't watch anything, so
I have.
I do have.
I do. I'm gonna go first though because I have comic books.
Okay.
I have a tape and some other things.
You have comic books.
I have 3 comic books, but they're the same. But this week, Batman Hush 2 came out.
Yep. I saw it.
So I got the foil cover, Midtown
Nice.
Comics. Fucking very cool.
Jim Lee.
Jim Lee, yes. I am going to do an exclusive giveaway on this show. I got this cover. I love the covers that have no title on the top.
That's really good.
Love that. Yeah, it's really good. And the giveaway will be I am going to draw a Batman Hush 2 cover.
Nice.
But I have to finish it first. I'll finish it, then I'll give it away. So you're gonna have to wait for I get this done. I'm starting to think about it now, but yes, this will be a giveaway. Promise to be a giveaway.
That's really cool.
Very nice.
If you haven't, Hush 2 has come out. This is, again, it's new, but I haven't got a chance to read it yet, but it's all by Jim Lee, so it's got to be fucking fantastic. I will have a review of it next week. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole run, but I always,
That's all you have to do, Fernando. Look, you already solved the riddle. That's you're entered.
Yeah. So we'll do that giveaway probably next week if I can finish this.
We'll write everybody's name on a piece of paper and pull it out of a hat.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do a black and white. I'm not sure. I'm not really great with color sometimes, so I'd rather probably do it in black and white. But we'll see. Anyone pre-order Battle Beast comic book and ordered 4? No, but I will get that. I don't know when does it come out. Al, if it comes out, I'm gonna get it.
I have that Battle Beast 25 with what is it? The John Tyler Christopher
cover.
Cover.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna flip it. I don't want it anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but that's okay because I'm buying better books
for Battle Beast, Sean. Late April.
Late April. All right, I'll jump on one of those. It's weird because now that I'm back in New York, it's like fucking Midtown Comics is at my fucking disposal, and I'm just now I go every Wednesday, like
you used to,
like I used to, and now I'm just I'm like, damn it. So I'm trying to find that fucking Arcane book. I cannot find it.
The Art of?
I got is it on Amazon or something? I was gonna try to find it.
Probably check it out.
I'll try to find out.
No, those art books gotta be crazy. The Arcane ones.
Yeah, they have to be. So yeah, so I'll definitely put a link in there. I'll try to see if I can find it or some shit.
What'd you get, Steve?
So I finally was able to track this down, and I talked about this a couple weeks ago. But Sean, here it is in all its fucking glory.
Ooh,
Thrashing.
Look at that box. It's so good. It's in such good shape. Nope. That's Josh Brolin.
That's Josh Brolin. Oh, Josh Brolin. That's right.
Josh Brolin. Yeah, Kevin Bacon had Footloose. Josh Brolin had Thrashing. And it's a great box. I love the back. I love the logo. And it's a little sun damaged. You could tell the colors used to be a lot brighter. But
Steve, we got to get fucking rad, bro.
I know. This one was hard. Look at it, but I love the tape itself. It's got a chrome almost sticker that shines. It's got a cool Monte Vista or Video Monte Vista sticker, which is awesome. And then the $1 fee if not rewound. Love all that shit. Awesome. Just really, really cool. So I was really happy to pick that one up. And then the other thing that I got from my toy box was rather expensive. I get to add these to my collection now. Your boy got injured, so that was another part of my week. So those are expensive, man. Insurance takes care of part of it, but I have a big old fucking bill,
Crutches.
No movie. You know what, James? Just for you, I'll fucking put on Thrashing. How about that?
How about that, James? Look at you getting special treatment tonight.
Oh, son of a bitch. I watched this week. Beyond the Stars. Now, let me tell you something about this fucking movie. With Martin Sheen and Christian Slater. I'd never seen it. I was just when I bought it, I was like, this is
I don't think I've ever seen it either.
Listen, Christian Slater plays like a rebel teenager, right? Who gets in trouble at school for like shooting off a rocket, because all troublemaker rebels are, aerospace nerds.
Well, Iron Eagle ends up becoming a fighter pilot. Like, wait, what?
Well, anyways,
I mean, you ain't wrong.
Yeah.
He goes to stay with his dad, right? And his dad like designs airplanes for a living. That's his job.
It's like
this
an
motherfucker,
80s.
he designs airplanes, and he's having dinner with Christian Slater. And Christian Slater, he's like, "You need to get your head out of the clouds and stop all this dreaming." I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You design airplanes. Your son is into fucking rocket science, and you're like, get out, grow up. Like, this is the most ridiculous premise.
It's the 80s, bro. It's the 80s.
It opened up with a really great scene of Martin Sheen on the moon and like trying to get this rock, and they're like, "You have to go. You only have 10 seconds before radiation levels." And he's like, "I have to get this rock," and he doesn't make it back in time. And then there's some big mystery because he's still on the planet as to why. It's not a great movie, but I can't believe that I'd never seen it before because it has so many people in it. I mean, Christian Slater and Martin Sheen alone.
Maybe it's maybe it was like an HBO movie. I probably watched it, just never don't realize it. Probably so. Most likely, right, Will?
I'm pretty sure it's been on HBO a lot.
Yeah.
It's distributed by IVE Entertainment, International Video Entertainment. So
Interesting.
look at that thrashing that you can barely see, but there it is.
There you go.
There you go. Thrashing, Steve.
So I got a couple things this week.
Did you get a love?
One thing I picked up today, just went to the store, stopped in at Walmart, and I've been collecting these McFarlane 1/6 scales, and I got the Venom.
Nice.
Oh shit, that looks really good. Whoa,
That
looks really nice.
Oh, almost fucking dropped it right now.
I didn't even know that came out.
Neither did I. I walked back over there, and I'm like, "Oh, the Venom's there. I better go pick him up." So,
I like that. It looks good.
Like the base, nice base. You can see like the light.
Is that the comic book version? Like was that a comic book version?
Yeah, it comes with the comic. I left the box downstairs, but it does have the comic, and this is the cover of the book, so it looks just like that. So
that's cool, man.
Because it's got the Venom logo on the bottom of the book cover.
It's pretty big too, man.
He's pretty beefy. Not as big as the Hulk one, but I like the face sculpt on Venom for this one. Very, very different. So,
that looks really good. Really good, especially for a $50 price point, man. Can't beat it.
Yep. You cannot beat these things. The problem is I like them all. They're coming out with 5 this wave. I'm like, what the hell? Like there's so many coming out.
But you don't need to collect them all, right? I mean, just the ones you want.
I know. Well, that's why I've passed on the Thor right now. Like there was a Thor that's out right now. Like, and I've seen him a couple times, and I've hemmed and hawed, and I've just decided not to pick it up because I've had like 2 Silver Age Thor like statues already. So it's like that one's more in the Silver Age. So I'm like, and I have like this, I don't know, say 70s, 80s Thor statue here with my Avengers. So I'm like, I kind of don't need another Thor. And then there was an Iron Man coming out. I'm like, I kind of don't need that one.
I don't even like that one where he's like flying and his arms are too straight. He looks like he's like straight up and down.
Rocket. Yeah,
but like he's like tilted to the side. I don't even like that one. I was like, eh.
Yeah.
But then I'm really pissed off that the Spider-Man 1/12 isn't a 1/6, the McFarlane one where he's like
with the webbing. I know. Yeah. I was like, well,
if that was a 6 scale, I was like, damn, I'm definitely gonna get that.
Oh, I would, because I have the 300 and 301 statues.
You should get that one anyways, just even if it's 12, just put it up on somewhere.
I might.
You have some little spider guys back there.
I do. And I have three graded copies of that book in 3 different styles, one signed by McFarlane. So I'm like, I kind of need it, right? Like, so
it looks really good too.
And the other thing I got is kind of a weird 3-prong collectible for me. It's one that I've been looking at for a while. I just didn't want to pay the amount of money it was going for at the time. I got it for real cheap. And it's hard to explain without showing it. So
would it be worth it? What do you feel now, before you show it off, that it would have been worth the original price, or are you happy you waited?
No, I'm happy I waited. Definitely happy I waited. I mean, because like it's got no significant value. It's not going to have a lot of value. It's just more has value to me because of what I collect and the things I'm into. So I have Spider-Man on the Atari 2600. It was the first Spider-Man video game I ever played. I still remember vividly playing the game when I got it from it was my uncle's girlfriend brought it to her house. I was like 6, 7 years old. I still remember like you got this little red and blue character and you shoot the web straight up or straight diagonal up a building. You get to the top of the building, you fight Green Goblin, you fall all the way down. Like if you get hit with the pumpkin bomb, you fall all the way down the building. And I remember that like so vividly. I have a cartridge up there in my little corner Spider-Man section there of that. And then so pre-Nintendo Power, pre all these things, this not comic book, but this magazine called Blip was like the first video game magazine. Fernando, yes, I do have Death of Gwen. She's right above there. You can see right there. The two right there, 121 and 122. So I do have those books. So I got so before Nintendo Power, all those video game magazines, there was a magazine called Blip. And so the second issue of Blip from 1983 had Spider-Man on the cover playing the Atari Spider-Man video game.
Oh shit!
That reflections there.
Look at that. He almost minus the fucking wrist guards looks like the 70s Hammond Spider-Man. That's really close.
I've seen that comic book too.
Yeah. So it's a magazine. It's not a comic.
It's a magazine. I've seen that before.
We'll go back to the solo layout. But see, what I say it's a three-prong thing. So it's video games, Spider-Man, and on the back of it, like, look at this awesome art for Star Wars. For Jedi Arena for the Atari 2600. I was like,
damn, cool. You could display that whichever way you want.
And I was like, look at that. I'm going to have to show that on Star Geekz there. Look at that.
That is really cool.
That's cool.
It's a shitty game, but that looks really cool.
Yeah, it's a shitty game, but
it is.
That Spider-Man is a shitty game too, but it still looks really, really cool.
I mean, it is.
Well, everything Atari is.
It's rough. Memory for me, so.
But it's very
everything cool. For Atari is rough. It's 4-bit.
But there is still something to be said about these 16-bit, 8-bit games. I mean, Lil, you showed us a trailer. Did you send us a trailer for it this week? The new
I did send it to you. Yeah.
Cosmic Champions, or you got it for the news? Okay. But, that thing looks fucking great. I can't wait till that comes out.
And the other cool thing about this too is John Romita did the artwork.
Nice.
So, very cool.
So it's like John Romita art, Spider-Man playing a video game magazine, and Star Wars ad on the back. So I was like, you know what? Love it. So
that's very cool.
Got a 9.4, pretty good grade for a book from 83. So it's a magazine. The paper on this crap is so thin, and there's just, a couple spine ticks that can be buffed out if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. So that's all I got for the toy box this week.
I got one more thing, and I forgot.
All right.
I got to give a shout. I gotta give a shout out to Elijah the intern because today is his birthday. 25 years old.
Happy birthday, Elijah.
Happy birthday, Elijah.
Hey.
Kid's getting old, man.
25. Wow.
Man.
Damn, that means your son's halfway to 50, dog. Fuck. Your son is halfway to 50. Old motherfucker, you.
Holy shit, dog. 47, man. Listen, I'll be 50 in 3 years. I ain't gonna make it.
Not at this rate.
Nope. Not at this fucking rate. But well. Shit. What else?
That's it.
That's it. So I guess we can get into the big news.
Well, do we get into that or we end with that?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're not really talking about a toy line tonight because there's a lot of effing news.
There's lots. I don't have a lot of news, but I got enough news.
Did you go through the community chat? Good Lord, it's packed in there.
I don't look at the community chat. Nobody sends me anything.
I'll bring this stuff up from the community chat if you don't get it.
All right, is it on Facebook? Oh, it's on Facebook. I can pull it.
Yeah,
I'm on Facebook on my computer.
The community chat has tons of stuff. Taylor and our intern in the field, intern Jordan Cortain, also is constantly bringing the news.
Really?
And there's a whole bunch of people on there that are always bringing the news.
I gotta go to the Geekz page. This is on the community page?
Yeah.
It's community chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, not much. I don't see anything on there. Oh,
It's in Messenger.
Yeah.
It's in Messenger. Yeah.
Is it a Messenger? That's why
Yeah.
I don't look at it. Oh
Mhm.
my god.
Because they're all chatting. They were.
The
I didn't
is
watch the
wild.
chair. I didn't watch the chairs.
Neither did
didn't watch
I was getting all my updates from the community chat because I was at work.
I saw the name pop up, and I'm like, all right, working. I was on a call, working in a meeting.
Who's Crispy on the community again? I know we know him.
It's Russ.
Russell. It was Russell, it was Taylor, and it was Jordan, I think, that were
And Josh.
most of it.
Josh.
Look at this.
Yeah, I just talked about all of them. Those are the 1/10 ones.
Those are the 1/10 ones.
I got to give the right shout out before I do that. I'm going to go back.
That's the one Steve was just talking about that I need to pick up.
Yeah.
That's the 1/10 one too. So
I'm trying to like there's like so much shit on here, dude. Like I don't even okay. So I have some stuff, so I'm gonna talk about the stuff that I have.
Okay, yeah, just go through your news first before we'll talk about the Avengers last. I think that's gonna be a bigger conversation.
It is gonna be a bigger conversation. We shall see. All right.
Oh yeah.
And welcome to GNN. On tonight's news, tonight's news we'll be talking about this one.
Iron Fist film actor Finn Jones continues to advocate for his MCU return.
How do we all feel about that? See, that was a good one, dog.
How do we all feel about Finn Jones?
You know what? I didn't mind him when he wasn't fighting.
We'll put him in a mask like that so that you can.
Yeah, he is a
right. If you want your role back, learn to fight.
Take some fucking fight lessons. Do like Tom Holland did when he was like, I want to be Spider-Man. Look at all these backflips I can do. Do that. Be like, hey, remember when I was already fucking Iron Fist? I can do it. Check this shit out. And like do like a little sizzle reel. I'm like, oh. And
then also don't be afraid to wear the mask. You see Daredevil wearing the mask. You see Spider-Man wearing the mask. You see all these other characters wearing the mask. I mean, of course. I mean, Jessica Jones is ready to come back too. So
yeah. So all right. Well, that's how
I don't mind it if he comes back right. You know, because I do want Jessica Jones and Luke Cage to come back. So.
Well, you want Heroes for Hire. You want
I really do want Heroes for Hire. I want a complete Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
Like that'd be cool. Lantern's director teases humor and promises the show does not lack its sci-fi magic despite grounded setting.
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm still excited. I like the direction they're going. I like Kyle Chandler as the kind of disgruntled old Hal Jordan. Yeah. And like I said, Sean, I willed that motherfucker to be
I appreciate that. And I think we may be
willing. John Stewart. Why could I not remember his name? John Stewart.
He's a perfect John Stewart. And I think we may be willing ourselves into getting a Batman too. So
I've been yelling that into pillows and walls and corners of buildings and shit. Willing it into the universe.
Every time it turns 11:11 on the clock, Steve's making a wish. Please.
And come on.
He's out there waiting for a star. We'll have a shooting star. He's like, oh man.
I'm nervous on Green Lantern too. I ain't gonna hold you. I like John Stewart too, man. I don't know how they're gonna be able to pull this shit off, right? But we'll see.
Do we know if the suits are gonna be?
Well, Guy Gardner's suit's not animated. We know.
I know it's not. Yeah.
It doesn't look like anybody else is animated.
I doubt they're gonna go with that. I think they're gonna get legit suits.
I don't think we're going that mistake again. But then again, like, a lot of CGI suits in the MCU too.
Plus the cost, though. Plus the cost for a TV series for CGI suits is a lot.
Well, that's probably why they put it on Earth, so he can wear that until they need to put their suits on.
Yeah, for sure.
He can do a lot of Green Lantern stuff with just regular shit, I guess, right? I assume.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this
doing that, but
maybe this is, Hal Jordan trying to bring John Stewart in. Maybe this is like the Jon Stewart origin story. Hal Jordan's been through the ringer, but he's here on Earth to recruit Jon Stewart. Maybe that's why we're on Earth for a little bit.
Maybe. Well, we'll see. It's gonna be fucking. This might be good though, Steve. I'm honest with you. Like,
I'm ready for it.
I'm ready to. I mean, honestly, Max has never really let me down on the fucking TV shows. I'm gonna keep it
everything.
100.
The Penguin was so good.
Yeah, they haven't let me down on shit, so I'm gonna keep it moving. Suicide Squad star Viola Davis wants to join the MCU. Yeah, I've watched all of them like 5 to 6 times.
So have I, but that doesn't mean I get to be in the MCU.
Come on, dog. It's Viola Davis, though. Come on.
What's
man.
she gonna do?
Shit, she can be
She can be
anybody.
a
Do whatever she wants.
She's gonna be a senator somewhere. It's fine.
I mean,
She
she can be in
needed-
Wakanda.
She could be a Wakandan. Wasn't she in that Woman King movie? She did really good.
She was
Yeah.
fucking dope as shit in that motherfucker, dog.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. So I don't know. How you guys feel about that? Yeah, cool. I'm cool with it.
I like her. I like her as Amanda Waller. Like, just run that shit. Be the DC version, you know. But
I'm just.
I guess if you want to eat cake and have your cake and eat it too.
I think I'm also still a little bitter on them fucking killing off fucking Angela Bassett. In Wakanda forever.
I watched that scene the other day, just where she was like, "I've lost everything." I was like, "Damn."
Yo, she was great in that fucking movie, dog. Like, fucking the best thing out of that movie was her. Let's keep it 100. So,
I'm trying to remember back to Black Panther 2. Yep, the best thing in the movie was her. Hands down.
Yeah, hands down. All right, Alil, this is what you've been ho-hum hitching about all week.
Ho-hum? This is where I've been just punishing myself to this thing.
That was a really weird way to phrase that. You're gross. You're a gross man. You
just punishing himself. But
just taking the Hulk fists and just pounding down
on it. We'll get a little clip of it, so you can watch a little bit. Nice animation, though.
Oh, I knew as soon as I saw the trailer animation that Sean was going to be in. I was like, I was waiting to see the gameplay style, and then I'm like, oh, it's one of these.
The gameplay style is awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna play and beat this game in one night.
I feel that way too.
We did that with Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah, it reminds me of fucking like Marvel versus Capcom. Like it has that feel to it, right?
It does. The style, the looks of the characters does have a Marvel versus Capcom feel, but it's a beat 'em up. Because you got the brown suit Wolverine and everything like that. So
yeah, this is Double Dragon with superpowers. You're running through, beating up the bad guys and taking on the mini boss fights.
Yeah, it's the X-Men the arcade game. It's if you go through all the beat 'em ups. I mean, there's so many Marvel beat 'em ups. It's crazy. So,
so much fun with this being Spider-Man. Because we know it's going to be only Spider-Man.
You know it
the whole time, but
of course,
overall, dude, this I don't understand. Is Quasar now a woman now?
I don't know. I haven't read
it. It's Quasar, right?
I think it's character.
That's Quasar.
I think it's a different character, though.
Is it? I never heard of this character before.
I don't know who that is. So for me, I was like, it's a.
And then, I didn't know Nova had like this flowing anime red hair.
I didn't know either, but is that a new thing? Maybe I don't.
But I don't mind the style. I think it's kind of cool. Look at the Venom.
Oh wait, you can be Venom in this shit too?
I think you fight Venom. I don't think you can be Venom.
That was Venom. That was Venom fucking up a bunch of people. That's you 100% can be Venom.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's not.
I guess you can be Venom. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Dude, I'm probably gonna rock with Cap or Wolverine.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like, I don't know how many characters. I wonder if you can unlock even.
It has to be 4-player. 4-player co-op.
You know they're gonna.
You only see 2. That's the thing I'm worried about. You have only seen these with 2 player on the screen.
No, at the end you see it with more. Go to the end. You see it with more.
Let me see.
Look, Wolverine, Venom, Storm. Look, there you got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 on the screen right there.
4 on the screen. Okay, good.
4-player beat them up, baby.
Woo!
Right, there we go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Cosmic invasion.
We should
Nihilist.
We should do another giveaway. No. For the 4th position. wants to play with.
Shit.
But it's whoever's online and when we all are, because our schedules are fucked. So,
True.
who knows?
Very true.
But we'll definitely, the three of us, be in a party playing that.
Oh, that's a definite.
It'll be a toss-up on Lino, Ed, Dave. Anybody else that wants to jump in? I don't know. Yeah.
That's the only thing. Oh shit! Look at that.
What's up, Ryan?
What's up, Ryan, man?
You
long time, buddy.
You.
Been a long time, man. Brother don't collect no more, man. So it's different. You know, it's funny. Different time. Everybody jumps on a little earlier. We got a lot more people watching at 10 o'clock than we did.
It's true. It's true. Like that 1 hour difference has made a lot. So.
Yeah, yes, it has. All right. So moving on. Scooby-Doo live action origin series getting 8 episodes ordered at Netflix.
No. Okay. It is not Adventures in Babysitting, but I can see how you could make that idea.
We are, buddy. I'm glad you are too.
We are doing well, Ryan. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. No, Scooby-Doo. How we feel about Scooby-Doo? No?
I guess I just don't care. Like,
moving on.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo.
Moving on. Superman's major cameo leaked. Jor-El is finally revealed. Spoilers. Bradley Cooper.
Okay. I like it.
Will be Jor-El.
And it makes sense with James Gunn and Bradley Cooper have a strong relationship, you know. So
do you think?
Yeah, I can see a lot of the Marvel actors moving over to DC with Gunn.
I can see
eventually and playing.
They already did with Suicide Squad, so
that's true.
He got a whole bunch of his MCU guys in there.
But he got some of the. I'm not saying this in a negative way, but like
they weren't
the lower tier, right? They weren't they weren't the A-list. But I can see Pratt showing up. I can see Pratt showing up. I could see what?
How dare you put Michael Rooker on a lower tier? Yondu himself, the best thing about Guardians Volume 2.
But what did how much screen time did he have in Suicide Squad?
Oh, I know, just so little. He was out.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Before the title.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like he didn't. Yes, I love it. I met Michael Rooker. I got to interview him for our show. Like, yes, I love Michael Rooker. It was a great time.
Brag.
I'm gonna name drop all the interviews I got to do.
Shit.
The only one that really makes me mad, you motherfucker.
Thought I was arrogant.
JDF. No, you missed that.
That dude JDF said, Steve. Hope all is well or some shit. I was like, oh
yeah, I got you. I even got you a video, Steve, of JDF.
Green Ranger said my name. That's fucking tight. I need you to send me that video. Well, I need to punish myself to it.
He's gonna punish himself to it. Hey. I'm glad that's catching on. I used to say that for years.
All right, I'm gonna move on from this.
Oh shit! Nick Frost is playing Hagrid.
Yes,
I like that.
Yo, this show is shaping up to be pretty good on the casting front. I think like Dumbledore is great. I don't have the hang up that everybody on the internet seems to about Snape. I don't care. I don't know the books, and I haven't really watched all the movies. So for me, I'm just like, eh.
I don't care either. This is fun. And I like Nick Frost playing Hagrid. I mean, so
he looks like Hagrid already.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah,
right there. There you go. Is Bradley Cooper making a cameo as a giant nose? Damn.
That was prosthetic for that movie. He was playing it was kind of insensitive.
John Lovitz calls for fans to help bring back the Critic.
It stinks. I love the Critic, dude.
I used to love the Critic too.
But do you want it back? Like that's what I'm looking at because I'm like,
But that Critic is everything online. You go to the comments section of anything. There it is.
I think I'd be cool with this though. For him to talk about current shit and just like, I mean, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
An animated Critic show hosted by John Lovitz. It stinks. I love it.
Wait, is this real?
Yes.
A Different World's getting a sequel pilot
at Netflix. Yes.
Are they bringing them back, or is it a whole just a whole?
It doesn't say. It just says they've ordered one, and they don't know who the cast is yet, but they are reworking it to be a younger crowd, which is cool. You know.
Damn.
It's a different world. Where you come from? Come on, man. If you don't know
I
nothing
loved
about
a different world.
world, dog,
I loved a different world.
yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
you guys probably have much. I've seen it, but I don't have the deep
I mean, it was the
knowledge
Cosby
that you guys
spinoff.
do. Yeah.
It was a Cosby spinoff. It was,
Yeah.
yeah. I love a different world. It made me want to go to college.
And
Like,
Hellman College.
yeah, it made me want to go to college. I'm like, I want to go to college. Like, this is cool. This is how college is? It wasn't, but still.
I think I was still watching all the pasty shows like Step by Step and Full House and shit.
I mean, you can still watch those shows. I don't know why you can't watch both, Steve.
What was the other one?
So let me ask you a question, because I'm not. Although I know you went to college, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel about college when you went to college?
When I went away, I hated it.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I came back and got a job and worked my way through finishing my bachelor's, because it wasn't for me. Like going away and like living in a dorm and it wasn't for me.
I loved it.
Well, I never had the opportunity to go, but I'd taken some college. But it's not like I don't have the college experience, as they would say.
So art school for me was a whole different event. It was just like a whole different thing. And, you're around art people and then you're around like other people. So it's like, from different states and shit like that. So you got a different aspect of like, cultures and stuff like that. And I mean, I think I learned a lot more from the people than I learned from school.
I get that. Yeah. And I gotta correct myself. Like I had some great experiences.
And I got a lot of ass in our school.
I had some great experiences and stuff, but like I was still like, like I was putting myself through school. So like once a month I was driving all the way back home to work for a weekend to get some money and everything. Like I sold my comic book collection, all that kind of stuff, like just to be able to pay for things. And but at the end of the day, I decided to come back early and go locally, which was better for me. So
okay.
But I did, I want my kids to have the experience. I've been talking to them now. Me is interviewing with college coaches for rowing and everything. So
that's cool.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's an experience, not for everybody, but it's an experience,
Yeah. They did the Fresh Prince. Yeah, I definitely can see that.
Yeah. In the 90s.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice, Pacino.
Yes, dope. Shit. The Legend of Zelda movie adaptation has just secured a release date.
March 2027. Steve, you're on mute.
Fucking knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. There's one.
March 2027. The Legend of Zelda.
I've just been waiting for this one. We've been talking about this one for years.
And it's going to be done by Sony, produced by Via Rod.
Oh, so it's going to suck. That's not good.
But also produced by Shigeru Miyamoto. I don't think Miyamoto is going to allow stories that a Via Rod.
You would say hit and miss. He was hit and miss for a while, but he's got so many more misses, and he's so passionate about his misses that it's like, I can't with you, buddy. I just can't.
I'm curious, though, what style of Link do we want? Do we want the new Link, this picture right here, Breath of the Wild style Link, or are we looking at Link from
green pointy hat,
Ocarina of Time, all those older. I think
you give a mix, right? You cast the Link and you put him in all the fits. At one point he's wearing the green pointy hat, then you throw him in the blue tunic at some point, and you kind of play around.
But the thing is too, like if you look at the entire Legend of Zelda storyline, like he's a kid. Are they going to start with the kid Link before they go up to adult Link? Like what? Like, that's the thing. Like there's so many stories. There's so many games.
Yeah.
And it's tough. I mean, you're going to have Ganon as the villain. Like that makes the most sense.
You think you're just going to get like a kind of a blanket 2-hour movie that's just a story about Ganon fucking around and taking Zelda, or something with Zelda and Link is just.
I don't think you're getting a blank 2-hour movie. I think it's going to have to set up into a bigger trilogy.
But they don't say they're doing a Zelda trilogy. They start just one movie.
Right. Well, they're not going to tell you it's a trilogy right off the bat. They're going to tease it at the end, right? Like however it ends in a cliffhanger, it's going to then.
I honestly don't even need it to be live action at this point because all the backgrounds, most of the stuff is going to be. Well, movie's going to be 90% CGI with real people in it. Like, just make them like this, but better. Just do that. Just make it animated, like you do fucking Mario Brothers. Just do that.
Who should play Link?
John Krasinski. No, I don't know.
I don't know either, man.
John Krasinski. I've been trying to think of that. Like who?
What was? Remember that fucking video?
Who in the chat thinks who thinks would be a good Link? I want to know.
IGN. Somebody did like a years ago. They did like an April Fool's live action Legend of Zelda trailer. I think it might have been IGN, and they put it out online, and it was huge. It got a lot of like people being like, "Holy shit, is this real?"
Elijah Wood, no way, he's way too old.
And the guy that they got to play Link in that was awesome. So, but I don't know who it was. It was a parody video.
All right, well, let's see. That is actually it on news. Anybody else have anything else for news?
I'm gonna double check and make sure.
Tom Holland for the animated voice. I can definitely see that.
All right, forget it. We don't need any more news. Let's talk about the real shit that we all want to talk about.
Avengers versus X-Men.
Avengers Doomsday. This week they had the longest fucking reveal that I have ever seen in my life.
Well, I'm glad I didn't watch it. Like, you know, thank you, community.
I was expecting something, and it just kept going and going and going. It's just like, wait, what the fuck is this? Like, you could at least warned us and told us and then make people fucking wait there for fucking almost 2 hours.
They got 275 million views.
They tricked people.
This spoils Thunderbolts quite a bit.
Maybe not.
So we know Sentry's not dead. We know, we know Red Guardian's not dead.
Marvel's lied to us before. Maybe not.
These motherfuckers had a chair made and they went up on this set. They're not gonna not be in the movie, and they
didn't go on the set. Nobody was on the set except for Downey.
No, that's true.
They just had a chair made.
I didn't watch the
thing. You don't think a screen printed chair is gonna cost them anything? Here's $5 to put the little thing on the back of the director chair. That's nothing.
It costs nothing to do that. It was stupid, but it cost nothing. I didn't like it. It was dumb as shit. I swear, it was like the worst wait and bullshit I've ever seen. But anyway, neither here nor there. The roster will contain the first roster. This is the first roster. We're just saying this is probably the first roster.
We already know that there's more, so we'll talk about more. So we've got Thor back, Chris Hemsworth, Thor.
Yes.
We have the Fantastic Four. I'm not going to go through. So Vanessa Kirby, so Invisible Woman, Fantastic Four cast. We've got the Thunderbolts minus Taskmaster.
Shocking.
which we already knew Taskmaster was going to be dead. I mean, at this
they've actually removed Taskmaster from a scene in the trailers. There was a scene in the first trailer where she was in it, and there's that same scene is in the new trailer, and she ain't there.
You might be surprised. Something might happen. Like, we don't know.
True. They might get a new Taskmaster. Who knows? We've got Letitia Wright back as Black Panther. We've got Namor back.
Oops, sorry.
A name I was shocked to see coming back, M'Baku coming back. I was really excited for that because I love him in these movies. Winston Duke, I thought it was great. Finally, Shang-Chi comes back. Finally, thank you. So and then we get some craziness. Like, yes, we knew Anthony Mackie is going to be there. We knew Falcon was going to be there. Okay, fine. But
Tom Hiddleston was a little.
Tom Hiddleston was one I figured would be back because you're talking about the multiverse, and he's sitting there holding the multiverse in his hands. So I guess I'm thinking,
in what fashion will he be?
Yeah, I'm thinking he's going to die, but we'll talk about that later on.
He's died several times before.
Yeah, but I think this is his final curtain call.
He died in the first Thor movie. I got stabbed and died in Avengers Endgame.
He fake died in the second Thor movie. I mean, Thanos killed him. I mean, yeah. So, but then here we go. Patrick Stewart.
Crazy.
I was like, okay, I figured I wasn't sure which version of the X-Men we're gonna get. Were we gonna get McAvoy? I figured because we already got Stewart, probably go Stewart. I didn't think we would get Ian McKellen back as Magneto.
I'm to a point though where
they're in their 80s.
I'm feeling bad for them. Like the last Patrick Stewart. I don't know if you've seen Patrick Stewart lately, but he's not. It's just. I'm not saying like put him under the fucking house or whatever, but like I feel bad. Like they're getting drug out and like say these lines, put this suit on, roll around in this wheelchair. And just like,
is it a Stan Lee moment? No.
Oh my gosh, man.
No, I don't think they're getting dragged out. I think they want to do it. Like he doesn't have to do it. He's not like obligated to do it. They ask him. So if Patrick Stewart said, no, I don't want to do this, and they're like, okay, let's change the cast. We can go the other route, right? And go get McAvoy. So Patrick Stewart had to have said
I feel bad for him. I feel bad. I feel like at their age, with the amount of money they made, they should be able to chill. I'm just saying.
But maybe they don't want to chill.
Maybe they don't want to. Maybe they don't want to.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to. I'm just okay.
So Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, the crazy one, Alan Cumming, and I think I put this in the community chat that Steve was going to be mad because you did not like his Nightcrawler.
Will continue to not like, was not happy about this chair. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, maybe just like with Kelsey Grammer's Beast coming back, that's going to be CG. Maybe they CG Nightcrawler.
I could deal with that. It's not a problem. It's like the Cody Smith McPhee. He had the look. Those are worse movies. Worst movies, but he had that angular, skinny look that you need. Alan Cumming, he's a thin guy, but he's got a really round face, and he doesn't have the right angular face for Nightcrawler as far as how I would like to see it.
Definitely agree.
He's got a small mouth, like me. Like I would not make him a good Nightcrawler. I would make a terrible Nightcrawler. You have to have the look.
You make a terrible superhero, Steve. How about that?
Wow, you're fucked up.
I'm just playing with you.
Damn. My face is a little angular now.
No, you cannot. You have no shoulders. You would not be good superhero.
As Nightcrawler, does Nightcrawler need shoulders?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every
superhero needs shoulders.
Well, Nightcrawler's suit does have shoulder pads built in.
Exactly. So then I can wear shoulder pads. Since you guys claim I wear shoulder pads in my suit anyway.
It's true, but I don't know.
I'm teasing.
I'm just messing with
you. Rebecca Romaine coming back as Mystique. I was like, what? Oh, it's crazy. I was super excited for James Marsden. Please give this man his due.
Moment. He needs to have that moment. He needs to have some of the best Cyclops moments. He needs to say to me, my X-Men.
It's so sad, man. Like we all feel bad for James Marsden, but I don't because the motherfucker keeps getting work. Keeps getting work.
He's in everything, but his character
the work, dog.
His character always gets the shift in everything.
Yeah, he's in everything. Like, he was a main character in fucking in the show that we just watched, but he's not coming back for season 2. The whole show was about his death. He was in Sonic 3 for 4 minutes. He was in
Westworld. He didn't last that long in Westworld, but he didn't last for a minute. They canceled it.
He was in that Disney princess movie. Why am I drawing a blank on that one? Where like he was the prince, huh?
No. Enchanted,
yes. And he loses the princess. Yes, he gets a girl at the end, but it's like the whole time he's second fiddle again to McDreamy.
He just never had an epic Cyclops live action moment in the movie.
No, and there's this hilarious meme out there because I forgot he was in that movie Hop. So him in the car with the bunny from Hop.
Oh, that's
then him in the car with Sonic, and then him in the car with Rocket as Cyclops. Like, always with his CG character, like in a car. I thought that was pretty funny. So we get Cyclops back. Channing Tatum is Gambit coming back.
Awesome.
Something we've talked about, which is awesome. And then
good for him, man.
Of course, Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic, and then Robert Downey Jr. And then, of course, on top of that, Downey tweets. Is this after the second part of it, Sean? I don't know if you put the tweet out there.
I didn't put the tweet out there, no.
So Downey tweets, this is a pretty deep bench or a pretty deep roster. And then, of course, Marvel Studios retweets, and there's always room for more. So who's the more? Here's who hasn't been in the cast, who's not cast.
Fucking everybody.
Yet. There's a lot more people, but I'm going to guess a lot of these people do show up. Chris Evans, I don't know. There's rumors right now that he might show up in Fantastic Four, but as somebody else or as a different version. So we'll see. Haley Atwell, I don't know if they need to bring back Peggy Carter. We'll see about that.
I want to see fucking Peggy Carter. I fucking like Peggy.
Well, it depends on which Peggy Carter. Are we getting Captain Carter?
For Avengers Doomsday, having Captain Carter and Steve Rogers working together would be awesome.
And Sam Wilson.
Shit. And
so
you get
3 shields.
You give them all their. I mean.
So then we've got, of course, Deadpool and Wolverine. The X-Men were missing some of the key X-Men. I was actually shocked that Jean Grey was not already announced with Famke Janssen or Halle Berry. I thought with everyone they announced, I was like, I figured those two would be it. I wasn't sure if Anna Paquin would be as Rogue coming back. I think she's got some health stuff going on.
But you got to wonder if some of these people are maybe, some of these people don't want to come back to this.
Well, I think
I'm surprised Halle Berry didn't come back, though. I'm surprised they didn't.
Well, and I think there's a chance maybe they just didn't get they knew that they needed to get this. They had a lot of contracts to work out. They needed to start filming. Maybe they didn't need these characters yet to start filming. And we're going to get more announcements because there's more cons coming up this summer. There's more cons. There's more movies. And the other thing too is if you see, I don't know who's hitting their computer like crazy, their microphone, like it's going. Yeah, it's you, Sean.
I'm drawing. Sorry.
But the roster really highlighted the Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four, of course, and those are the two next movies coming out. So of course they're going to highlight those more than anything. And maybe that's what it was. It's just they're going to highlight those movies, and then the rest of these are going to start trickling in. But
I saw a thing that said there's rumors that the next Spider-Man movie will take place during the events of Battle World, so he's not going to be in the Doomsday movie because he's going to be doing his own Sony adventure, and that sucks. That sucks because if he's not on Battle World, we're not getting a good Venom. It's not happening.
Well, he'll be on Battle World. Battle World's at the end of Doomsday. Like Secret Wars is Battle World, like not Doomsday. Yeah. Doomsday is going to be the incursion piece. Yeah. So I can see it, but then there's also rumors that his stunt double is filming a bunch of the scenes for him in Doomsday while he's filming with Christopher Nolan and while he's filming stuff for Spider-Man. Like he'll be going through all 3 of those movies because they're all 2 of them are coming out in the same month. Yeah. And Doomsday's coming out 2 months prior. So he's going to be all over the place, traveling back and forth, filming all these movies. And so his stunt double is going to be doing some of the stuff in the mask. Then he's going to be coming back for the unmasked piece. And that kind of makes sense, especially for Doomsday, because nobody knows he's Peter Parker anymore. So you can keep him in the mask for quite a bit. He
might not want to take the mask off.
True. So you never know that. Another one that I was kind of shocked, and it's not just because we haven't seen him in a while, is Jeremy Renner. I really was hoping Hawkeye was there. But I do think he'll show up. I do think at some point.
Well, I think he'll show up with Kate Bishop. He's probably. I think they got a whole Young Avengers thing going on here.
I see maybe Jeremy Renner kind of being the spearhead of that. Maybe the leader, almost the teacher of the Young Avengers, maybe. This Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye, by the end of that show, seemed like he was ready to relax. He was like, man, I just want to have a beer and barbecue a burger and hang out with my kids. They've been dead for 5 years, and I really just kind of want to.
And Jeremy Renner is fine. He's okay.
He's physically fine. Yeah, that's the good thing.
Good shape.
I do think he's coming back, and I do think at the end of that show that's the case. But when you have this, this big event coming on, who do you need? I mean, he's technically kind of been the heart of the Avengers.
Incursion. He's I have an arrow for that.
And he does. So. No Benedict Cumberbatch, no Doctor Strange, no Hulks. No Wong. no Okoye, no Star-Lord, which is another odd one because he's on Earth, so I do think he'll show up.
He was in the concept art.
I think again that might be that thing of someone's training the fucking Young Avengers. And remember, they all in those pictures, it may have been him and Vision. So I don't know. Like, there's got to be something there. Something else is going on there.
Well, that's the other thing too. I don't think you have Vision on this list, Sean.
Did I have Vision on the next list? Maybe.
Okay. Maybe? So more off the roster, yes. So
keep going.
We can keep going.
It's interesting too. Like I don't think Gamora's coming back. I think that's gone. That's more. I don't think she's coming back. No. There's no hope. Her story doesn't fit anymore. Like, she's not a Guardian. Like, they have a new Guardians team. She wasn't a part of that team. Like, I don't think she's coming back. Maybe Battle World she can show up, right? But Doomsday, I don't see a reason for her to be in Doomsday. Battle World, maybe, because if they're cramming a whole bunch of things in, you could have her on one of the pieces of Battle World in the Void, however you want to do it. So I just don't think it's going to happen. But that is a good point. These movies can't be 5 hours long. My hope is that
they can be over 3.
My real hope here is that Marvel, because there were supposed to be a bunch of movies coming out, there were still movies slated on dates that didn't have movie titles in, that they make both of these 2-parters. That they go hard, because we went so long without an Avengers movie that we end up with 3 or 4 Avengers movies here in this short amount of time.
But maybe some of these other movies are Battle World movies.
Yeah, I think
they could be leading up to. They could all be leading up to Secret Wars. So, in theory, I don't even know who would be next to get their own movie. Who's next?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think Downey's going to be being Iron Man and Doom?
No, I don't think I don't think they're going to have an Iron Man. And if they do, it's going to be a whole different. It's going to be an alternate Iron Man.
That'll be our Tom Cruise, our variant,
or superior Iron Man showing up. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I think they're paying Downey.
I saw a theory too that Downey, because everybody's assuming that Downey's Doom is coming from the Fantastic Four universe, but I read something interesting saying that Doom would make more sense coming from that universe that we already saw John Krasinski's Mr. Fantastic on.
Why is that?
Because Doom is the one who did those portals, that the portal that he jumped in on, and that there was already incursions that were being caused because of Doctor Strange. So imagine with Wanda killing that entire Illuminati team and everything, that's causing the incursion of those, and that's where he and Clea had to leave for, because he was on that world. And maybe that's how we get that Doom. And maybe that Doom is the one traveling around trying to find either variants of himself or other technologies or whatever. Maybe that's how he ends up in the Fantastic Four movie. A different connection with Reed. I don't know. But I thought that was a kind of a different concept. I like that idea, because then at the end of this, my guess is you're going to have to recast Doom. You're going to have to get a new Doom, a younger Doom coming into this new sacred timeline. Once Secret Wars is over, because they're not going to just get rid of Doom. So, and I think Drax is done as well. I think he's not coming back either. I think Groot will be back. I think Rocket will be back. Those will be easy to be back. Mantis as well.
No. I don't think Mantis. Oh, she was on the new team, though.
She was on the new team, yeah. Binary, potentially, because she was with Beast, so of course she'll show up. Ms. Marvel. Moon Knight, I don't know yet. I do think Daredevil is, but I don't know where he fits in.
I want Ms. Marvel to come back. I like Ms. Marvel.
I think Ms. Marvel will come back.
I wanted Moon Knight to be so good. God damn it. It's like, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. I'm so upset that wasn't a good show and a good representation of that character.
So, next page, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Who would you have on there? Oh, Valkyrie. I can see that. I can see.
I feel like me, I'm missing the Wasp, Vision, She-Hulk, War Machine, Captain Marvel. Then Nick Fury, Kate Bishop.
Yeah, Nick Fury is another one. I was actually shocked Sam Jackson didn't get a chair.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
Scarlet Witch.
That's the big rumor, right? Because she had a thing saying up she's done. She actually came out and said she's done, and I'm like, yeah. Whenever we hear that, they're always back. So
yeah, I agree.
And then Pepper Potts, don't care. America Chavez, I'm assuming that character's coming back at some point.
I do think she's going to because she can travel the multiverse.
No, 100%. I'm saying she's going to be back at some point. So
yeah.
Well, I think she'll be a young Avenger.
But then everybody from there down, don't care.
Yeah, well, they're except for Mahershala Ali, they're all eternal.
Mahershala Ali doesn't exist in this universe yet. This is a rumor.
Yeah,
Blade
the rumor is
real.
too that they got a director, but then I heard something else saying that they canceled the movie. So I'm like, why would you hire the director and announce it and then cancel the movie the next day? So somebody's not putting right.
I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with Blade. Why is it so hard to fucking produce a Blade movie? It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe it's hard to introduce vampires right now. There's a lot going on.
Fucking hard.
It is. They're and vampires. They also exist and are doing a lot of bad shit. So much so that we need its own story. That's a lot to add when you're trying to set up Doomsday and you're trying to set up the X-Men and you're trying to set up all this. You're and vampires.
True.
Mm-hmm.
You could do it as an alternate dimension where you have you could have him fighting vampire versions of MCU characters, and so that it doesn't have to be. And then he comes in through Battle World.
I think they just do a Midnight Suns and bring Blade in that way. I don't think you need to do a whole Blade story, right? Because Mahershala Ali is older. Most people know the Blade story. Blade was in
Let's look at that.
Deadpool and Wolverine. He's an alternate Blade. You've already introduced Man-Thing and Werewolf by Night. You've introduced Moon Knight. You've introduced
Mahershala Ali is 51 now.
Just get a younger fucking whatchamacallit, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do it now. So then when you reset the universe, you can reset the universe. But at least give him his due to be a part of these things. So do a team up movie right now where you can then introduce a Ghost Rider into that movie, and then you can bring them on a Battle World.
I guess. I don't see it. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's not fucking hard to write a Blade movie.
Well, I think you could do a Blade thing like you did Werewolf by Night, right? They introduced a whole bunch of shit in Werewolf by Night, and you just do it over there and keep it going with that stuff over there to do that.
You can do it under a Marvel Knights and banner and call it a day. Punisher too is. I don't see John Bernthal on this list, but
he's really good at shooting. Yeah,
Well, you could say the same thing about a lot of these characters.
So you can say the same thing about War Machine, right? But you throw John Bernthal in a fucking War Machine armor, then.
What if he gets the Punisher War Machine armor, right? He gets one of the other marks when he puts the Punisher. He paints it up. You get that fucking armor that he puts on.
That would be fucking tough. I would watch the shit out of that.
He's over there with all these guys, and he's like, "You guys got these fucking suits. All I got is fucking guns." And then Rhodey's like, "Come with me." Puts him on this shit. He sees it. He's like, "Get some spray paint real quick." Puts the fucking skull on it. Boom, suits up.
He opens up his bag. He's got a skull stencil. He just keeps with him at all times. He's like, "You never know. You never know." I
gotta tag my shit.
You never know.
Wake up that Muse guy. He can tag my shit up pretty quickly. It won't come off. So, yeah, the Eternals don't fit in, Al. That's it.
They don't.
I think
we forget.
In the end of that movie, they went off world, so they're gone. They're somewhere else.
They just don't exist in the MCU anyway.
So, no official news yet on Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. Last Kristen Ritter said she's waiting for the call. She said she stole the jacket from the series, so she's got it. So She's ready to put it back on.
Good for her.
I mean, they all steal all the shit off those movie sets. It's kind of crazy.
Remember how good that first season of Luke Cage was?
Broke that bed. So, I mean, I am very curious to what they're doing here because, I mean, as I said when we said Doomsday, I said Avengers versus X-Men. This is gonna have to be a battle movie between heroes, like a la Civil War, right? Like they're gonna have to fight, not knowing that they're both fighting. They're both good. Doom is pulling these strings, and then they're gonna stop and end up teaming up. But not all of them can survive this thing because then you got to bring in a whole bunch. Like you don't have any of the other Spider-Man. I mean, they're not going to leave Garfield.
Well, like you said, though, this is a Doomsday cast, not Secret Wars cast. That's a whole different story. And when they come out with Secret Wars, just like when they did the whole Avengers thing, Avengers Endgame and Infinity War was supposed to be one movie, and then they split it to two, and then that's what happened.
That's why I think I do think these two movies right now are going to end up at 3 or possibly 4. It's just going to get too big. As they start putting them together.
Al says, do you think these MC movies need to succeed? It's been a couple of tough years. The thing is, it has been a tuffle of cup years. Good Lord. It has been a tuffle of cup years. But the how many viewers were watching the reveal of those names? It was like
275 million unique views.
That's crazy.
So I don't think that this movie in particular is... You start bringing back the heavy hitters. You start bringing back some of these guys. That's when the people are going to come. Bring back tried and true.
Just do the math. 275 million views at $10 a ticket. $2.75 billion. I mean, that's for one.
And they can make it a 3.5 hour movie. We'll go see it. And want it to be longer.
And you don't think the second one will make the same or more? I mean, just look at
that's a lot of money.
Just look at Infinity War and Endgame, right? Infinity War made almost $2 billion, and then Endgame made 2.8 billion. So those two movies combined for $4.5 billion in basically profit. Because after that, how much they made with merch and toys and everything else. Just tons. Just printed money. So I mean, I think yes, they need to be successful. I do think they need to be successful. And I do think that they have a tougher road because these last few phases haven't been as strong as the prior ones leading up to Infinity War. But I think if Fantastic Four leads well into this movie, because I don't believe there's another movie in between here, and that's why I say I just, for some odd reason, I feel like there's a secret movie gonna pop out of nowhere, because they're just filming a bunch of shit.
Fantastic Four is going to be a return to form. That's going to be
do I think Fantastic Four will make $1 billion? Yeah.
Ooh. Billions.
It's gonna be tough in that month because
tough. No, billion's gonna be tough in this economy. A little. Billion's gonna be fucking tough.
Yeah.
It's expensive to go to the movies, and so is everything else.
We just had Moana make $1 billion. We just had, and that just came out this Thanksgiving. So
yeah, but that's a children's movie. Fantastic Four is not a children's movie.
Fantastic Four is a family movie. Everybody's going to be going with their families to see the Fantastic Four. Guarantee it.
I don't know about that.
Deadpool and Wolverine made $1.5 billion.
That was Deadpool and Wolverine. This is the Fantastic Four. We've seen the Fantastic Four before, and people didn't fucking care.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
But if this is leading to the bigger narrative, this is a different time.
It could. But
this is
make $1 billion.
I think it makes $1 billion.
All the Fantastic Four movies made money. They weren't like huge box office breakers, but they were all made money. I don't think any of them were flops. And now it's Marvel Studios doing it. Fantastic Four does have its fans, so
it looks fun. But I don't know if it's gonna make $1 billion.
Dude's got Galactus, Silver Surfer, Doom, Space.
It depends on how those first reviews are.
Retro. Well, some of the first people that have watched the test screenings seem to have liked it. So,
oh, there were test screenings already.
That's where there's rumors coming out about Chris Evans showing up as something. And
do you know what that something is, but you don't want to say it?
I don't know. No,
oh.
They just said something.
I wanted to know what that something was. I was like, you got to remind me.
Hydra Cap, probably.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Not Fantastic Four though.
No, but I mean, it's a cameo. He's not there for permanent, especially if Downey's Doom is in it for a short period of time. Have I ever been involved in a test screening? I have not.
I wish I'd be the worst though. I wouldn't record anything about it, but I would call Sean immediately and be like, "This is everything. Everything I know."
Yeah, I know, and I would call you right away. I'm like, "Yo, see, guess what the fuck happened?"
I would be the worst. I would have no filter.
I would be the worst. It would be no. I swear to God, you'd be the first motherfucker I call.
Steve, you want to watch the new Star Wars movie? Like, sure. And then they're like, okay, but you can't say anything to anybody. Swear on your life. I swear on it. Swear on your children's lives. I swear on it. And you leave like, Sean, yo.
Steve, tell me everything.
It starts off. Hold on, let me pull out my notes.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Oh man.
It'd be a rap. Yeah, I'd get in trouble. I would get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, nobody would tell us shit, Steve. I swear. They would tell Lil because Lil wouldn't say shit. I know Lil, he wouldn't say shit. He'd be like, I watched it. I'm like, Lil, you gonna tell us? No, you gotta wait because I'm under embargo. I'm like, but man, for real? Lil.
Yeah. He would take that shit to the grave, bro. He would be about he would be like he'd be like on his deathbed, right? It's something that we've watched way in the future. We're all gonna die of natural causes. And Lil's like, I'm not telling you anything. Not until the movie.
You have to wait until it opens up and
help. It's gonna open in 3 days. You're gonna die in 5 minutes. Just tell me something. You're like, no,
never.
No. I'm not gonna live to see the movie. Just tell me what happened. No.
Go help that box office now.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I believe he would do it too. I'm not. There's nothing that I wouldn't see him not do. He would do it. Son of a bitch, Lil. Bastard. You would tell us though, right? You son of a bitch. So
if Lil's the only smart one. He's the only one on here not on record saying he would break an embargo.
So let's just hypothetically say that there's only 5 other major characters going to be added to this roster.
For Doomsday.
For Doomsday.
I'm just curious as to because of the Doomsday artwart we got where we saw the Hulks, the alternate versions and stuff, right?
Yeah, but
is Battle World
Doomsday artwork or if that's just
Secret Wars
artwork
or just concept
artwork, right?
But I'm just wondering I don't know enough about Doomsday to know, are we getting different versions of these characters? Or these
because
the MCU versions of these, or I don't know enough about the story to know what's going on.
Yeah, is this the Fox X-Men universe that we grew up in, or is this the Fox X-Men universe that we saw that Hank McCoy is on at the end of the Marvels?
Dude,
and maybe that is. Maybe that is our X-Men.
Hold on a second.
Okay, first of all, wait. If we're getting that motherfucker, we're gonna get the fucking right suits. We're gonna get the fucking
that's what I'm saying. James Marsden in the yellow and blue.
James Marsden is going to have the chest with the shit visor? With the X right here and everything.
With the leather jacket, with the brown leather jacket.
I don't even need I just want a blue suit with the yellow belts.
He could have the leather jacket on and then take that shit off. You know what I mean? In the fight, But he's going to have the yellow mask. He's going to have, the yellow gloves, the yellow boots.
The Jim Lee X-Men costume.
That's all we,
that's all we want.
That's all the fuck we want. We don't care about nothing else. As long as the fucking Jim Lee costumes, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, and you know, the MCU versions of the Jim Lee costumes, I liked what they did with Wolverine's suit for the movie. So
Loved it.
It's the MCU version. It's the MCU take, you know,
Right,
those lines and shit they add to stuff. But what do you think that maybe if we're getting the Fox universe, is that where the fucking Doctor Doom is from? Is that the X-Men universe? He was just
maybe that's
behind the
that's
scenes
it.
all along. Like he was Doctor
Maybe.
Doom was in that universe. That could be cool.
Could have been in that universe. Like I said, we've seen multiple multiverses at this point, right? So he could be coming from any of these because now we've pierced these universes. And that's what I'm thinking. That's why, like, when I read that somebody's theory on that he comes from that universe that Doctor Strange was at, I'm like, that kind of makes sense because there was a lot of superheroes there. There was a Reed Richards there in John Krasinski, who was already like an older Reed and everything. They had the X-Men there. I'm like, that would make sense if that's where he came from. And if all of a sudden that's where the incursion happened, the last incursion happened because Doctor Strange was there. And that's what they were worried about, that all these incursions were happening because they knew of them. So it would make sense if they knew of them, if he knew of them, right? Do we think Kang will be met?
I have a theory about Kang. Well, because Kang was kind of very neatly wrapped up in Quantumania, not like his story ends, but wrapped up in a way where we can put that away for a little while, and we can then move over, focus on all this other stuff, and then Kang. I think Kang will come back.
Yeah, we can bring him back at any point
as Jonathan Majors.
Yes,
potentially.
I believe so. I mean, look, they got that one. They got what's his name up there with the chair,
Namor,
and he was in all sorts of trouble. So
was he?
You know,
wasn't convicted, didn't go to court. Then he was just all like,
just saying,
different.
Yeah, I guess
all
it is,
different.
I guess it is different, but it was, it was one of those.
Yeah, no,
wait a second.
It's dirty. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were talking about that. So
it didn't go to court because it was settled out of court, which usually implies. I'm just saying, usually implies. In my history of thinking of those things, but
yeah, I mean, the other thing too is like, we saw that concept art with the potentially new Black Panther.
Yeah, we definitely need a new Black Panther. I'm tired of Shuri shit. Like, listen, I am okay with fucking a new Black Panther. Like, Shuri's okay, but I'd rather her be an Illuminati smart genius, not Black Panther. I like her, but like I need a Black Panther. We've only had what, a one, maybe two film fucking Black Panther.
Well, it was Civil War. He was in Infinity War.
Yeah,
Endgame, his own movie.
Yeah, again, we need
He was in Endgame for like 30 seconds.
Sir, I agree. Yes.
We need a Black Panther, man. I can't do this Shuri shit anymore. We got to stop this shit.
I think we're gonna get it. I think that's what I said. Like once this universe implodes and soft reboots itself, I think we're gonna get a Steve Rogers. We're gonna get a Tony Stark. We're going to get these characters back. But I also think that the characters that they want to keep can stay. I think the actors that they want to keep can stay, because even in the comics when they did this shit, like, I'll just use Anthony Mackie as an example as Captain America Falcon, right? They had both of them in the comics as Captain America. They both had their own comic runs, and they would both work with each other at times, but then also had their own solo stories. So you can still have a Steve Rogers and an Anthony Mackie Captain America, Sam Wilson Captain America. So, like, they can do that with some of these actors and keep them all around for the ones who want to stay, right? But the ones that are like, I'm getting too old for this. It's time for me to pass the torch. I can see Thor being recast, right? Like, Chris Hemsworth has even said that he's been trying to bring down, because of health concerns and things like that, his scope in movies, right? So yeah, all makes sense. So blow it all up, recast what you need to recast, and then make this linear, and you'd be able to tell tons of stories. You could focus in on the X-Men, but you could also still have your offshoot Avengers. Because we know the next phase after this is going to be really heavy on the mutants. Which is going to be awesome, especially if we get some proper Sentinels. I mean, if they're doing a proper Galactus, we can definitely do a proper Sentinel.
You know, this is what I've been waiting for. So, like, you got to.
No, I know.
To me, I can't. I'm fine. this shit's over for me.
But that means, Sean, that means you know that in Doomsday we're getting X-Men in the suits. That's the soonest you're gonna get true X-Men on the screen. And I'm excited that it's the Fox guys that are finally getting their just desserts. You know,
I'm excited that fucking Channing Tatum is getting his just fucking due too.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that too.
He did a really good fucking Gambit, dog. Let's give him some fucking kudos on that shit, man.
It's really good. The choreography, the fighting that he did in that. I mean, he had the one scene and he just owned it. It was really, really good.
He owned the shit out of that shit, man. So I'm glad they.
You know what? It was funny too because I saw him in a commercial recently. He's doing something with Ryan Reynolds' soccer team.
Yeah,
and it looks like he dropped some weight. And I was looking at his face because I know, Steve, you were talking about the mask on his face.
Oh, his face. He's slimmed down.
He slimmed down, and I'm like, ooh, the mask will fit better. Like, you give that cut in.
He needs it. Well, he also needs a better mask, right? The one, and I think that he'll get a better mask. The one, if you watch it from the movie, in the comics, it comes way down, you know, and in here it was barely down. And it was, when he would turn his head, it was kind of bowing out. Like, it wasn't a form-fitting cowl like he has in the comics. They'll figure that shit out.
So who are the 5 characters that have to be in this movie?
You want 5 more
that are not listed? Yeah,
Deadpool definitely has to be in there because we got to get that crying Thor scene.
Well, that crying Thor scene could be in Battle World, Secret Wars.
It could be,
or one of the other several movies in between. Well, I guess.
I think Banner has to be in this movie.
I mean, I'm just thinking of other X-Men we would need.
I think Banner doesn't have to be in me. I think a Hulk needs to be in this movie.
Yeah, and I think it's got to be Banner. I think what I need to see in this
Edward Norton's Bruce Banner.
No, he's never working with Marvel again. But what I do need to see is Professor Hulk turn back into the Hulk,
the real fucking Hulk.
And I think, you know, like, even if you give me Hulk from Ragnarok, that Hulk, I'm better with. Like, not Professor Hulk, who's half the size because he can control it, still tough and everything. I need a big brooding Hulk, and I think something needs to happen to turn him.
Who's left of the main X-Men team that's not cast? Was it Iceman would be the only one that's not on there from the main core team?
No, it was Storm.
I'm thinking about like so we need Storm and Jean, and so we need Storm, Jean, Iceman. Just make up the X-Men 97 cast
and Rogue.
Round that out, and Rogue. So there's your 4. There's 4 that you need right there.
So wait, what X-Men are we not getting then? Like, I've looked at this again.
So far that has been cast as Storm, Jean, Rogue, and Iceman.
That's not even an X-Men fucking roster.
Yeah, so you need Wolverine. So there, add those.
On Wolverine.
Those are the 5. You need 5 more X-Men in that bitch. That's what you need.
Yeah, but then the X-Men fucking outnumber the goddamn Avengers.
Who gives a shit?
Well, if they're gonna fight,
like, they're not gonna fight in this movie.
I think they're gonna fight. I think this is a pseudo Avengers versus X-Men movie.
Yeah, but it's not Avengers, but the fucking Fantastic Four is not the Avengers.
Right. That's why they're not gonna fight. You've got 3 different teams running around here. Because the Thunderbolts are gonna. The end of the Thunderbolts is gonna reveal new Avengers. That's my guess. Because Bucky is
Bucky. Yeah, Bucky is in this.
Yeah, and Bucky and Mackie are gonna work together here to get everybody together.
Well, I like their fucking combo.
Do you think Bucky will get his cap suit? Ooh.
No, I think Bucky will get his suit, but
that chromed out one. Oh, dude, that'd be so slick.
Awesome. No, how many different characters can we have in the red, white, and blue? Like, you can't do that with everyone.
Sure they can. They did it in the fucking books. Yes, they can.
What the fuck is Shang-Chi going to do here? And what the fuck is Namor going to do?
He has powers.
Well, Namor is going to probably be with the Wakandans, right? Like, you got Letitia Wright and you got M'Baku, you got Winston Duke.
Yeah, but we left off with that. Like, he was kind of like.
Yeah, but this is a different circumstance, right? This is not that they're trying to destabilize governments and stuff. This is end of days. And him and Letitia Wright have a good relationship, even though it's keep your enemies close and your friends close and your enemies closer kind of thing.
And I'm sorry, but
I haven't watched Black Panther. I don't even remember what the fuck he did in that movie. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He had the little wings on his feet, and he jumped around.
Is that cool? Like, was he?
Yeah, he was like skating, like fucking like ice skating in the sky kind of thing. Like he looked like Channing Tatum in that Jupiter Ascending.
When was the last time you watched that one?
Which one?
Jupiter Ascending or Black Panther 2?
Black Panther 2.
I only watched it the one time in the theater.
I have not watched it since, and I'm just like, I don't even remember that dude, man.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to go and watch all 30-some movies before you get to this.
I want to do that.
And I'm sorry, but if you add 5 X-Men to that list, they do not outnumber the Avengers on that list. So, no. There's a lot more MCU motherfuckers on that list than anything
Professor
else.
X is mad. Professor X and Magneto fucking are OP. So
yeah, but so is Sentry.
I was gonna say you got Sentry there, man. Like,
yeah, but they can shut him down though. Professor X can shut him down real quick.
Maybe, but not if he turns into the Void.
There's no, my problem here is there's no OP fucking. There's like no OP fucking Avengers except for Thor.
Well, Thor and Sentry.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie's gonna get his ass kicked by the X-Men.
Sentry has weaknesses, man. So I don't think he's
Bucky's OP. I mean, he's got the super soldier serum, so he can handle it.
But he's not.
It's true. He is just flesh and blood. He can get fucking killed.
He can be stabbed real quick.
I'm trying to think. I mean, Ant-Man can be. He can go. Ant-Man can be.
No, he won't. He won't be.
But he's also a base of operations.
Dude, you don't have no OP characters, dog. You have no Miss Marvel.
They got like, the Sentry.
Like Captain Marvel will fucking be OP. Like
Captain Marvel. If you had Captain Marvel on that list, then you might have a team. And it's hard for me to say that out loud.
Shit. Listen to this. What if we see this happen, right? Rogue steals Captain Marvel's powers.
But Rogue hasn't been cast yet. So
I know, but I'm saying like we said like there's ones that still need to be added to this. There's still room for more. What if they do bring Anna Paquin back as Rogue? We have Captain Marvel in this, and we get them fighting, and she steals her fucking powers and finally gets the Rogue powers that we've seen in the animated series forever. Because we haven't gotten that powerful Rogue yet in live action. That can fly,
around, fucking super strong.
Dude, I want to see that so badly.
I don't want to see Anna Paquin doing that though.
I don't want to see Anna Paquin.
I would be fine with that.
I don't.
If Anna Paquin was put in the suit right, and I think it's fine.
Steve, you put anybody in those fucking suits, dog. Where it don't matter, dog. It's Endgame kind of level.
With that green and yellow suit, wearing the bomber jacket.
Yeah, dog.
It has to be that. It has to be that suit. I don't know. I don't know about.
You put anybody in these fucking suits, dog. And
Steve, you're going to get a new Rogue in 3 years. So,
okay,
you're going to get it here.
Yeah, I think we'll get a new one too. Yeah,
I think that'd be cool. I think that would be really cool. Pacino, what did Pacino say? Bucky in the Captain Puerto Rico suit during
Yes.
I don't think so.
Captain Puerto Rico, so yeah.
Because he had that cut. That cut in that's pretty funny. They need to make a proper angel, an archangel. Yeah, but that's not where we're at though with this. I think that's when we get into the new X-Men series. Then
that's when we get into Apocalypse level.
They unfortunately they had a really good actor for the first Angel. Ben Foster is awesome. He's a really good actor, and I think he would have been a good Angel. But he didn't have anything to do in that third X-Men movie, but like look sad and fly out of a window.
Yeah, very true, very true. So,
like, remember when the end fight was happening, and they were like, "We need help," and he was like, he like cowered, and then at the end, didn't he like swoop in and he like picked somebody up and flew away?
He picked up his dad. He's his dad.
Oh, stupid movie.
No, he is an OG X-Men, but I think he's going to be an OG X-Men in the reboot, not here. I don't think they're going to use him in Doomsday and
Cyclops. James Marsden is going to walk past a wall of fallen X-Men, and they're just going to be like a feather.
There you go, just on top of a tombstone. If I get James Marsden in a proper suit,
dude, and you getting that fucking.
Finally.
He still
because he still has the face. Yeah,
he still has the jawline. He still has the right face for it.
I was watching. Before this cast was announced, and we're watching it because Jenny's mom's calling him Scott, and I'm looking at this. I'm like, man, you know what? He can still do this shit. He still has the face. He still has like.
He's bigger now too. He's like bigger.
Yeah, he's buff. You know, like, come on,
yeah, man.
I'm
excited for it.
Give us the proper Scott. I want to see the same thing like in '97 where he's falling out of the sky and using his optic beam to land.
Dude,
superhero landing.
Come on.
Could you imagine a rehash of that?
And then as the smoke clears, he's standing there. He's like, "To me, my X-Men," and his James Marsden, like, "Oh,
listen.
Do it now."
You want to talk about somebody getting naked in the theater? I'm telling you right now, dog.
Dude.
If he pulls some shit off like that, I'm done. Like, yo, I'm done. Because first of all, I've never seen fucking Cyclops even do no shit like that since X-Men '97. I've never even seen him do that. I don't know if he can do that shit in the comics. I've never seen it. To be honest, as the first time I seen him do some shit like that, the first time I ever seen him use his optic blast is like a fucking like move back and forth. I didn't know he could do that shit.
Back with that, yeah.
I thought his optic blast was just a blast shit. Like, yo, dog, if you getting this kind of level shit, you gotta do it right.
That's what I'm saying. They never really explored him in the X-Men movies. He never got his.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I hope he gets his due before they kill his ass, because none of these X-Men are surviving. Like, that's it. Like,
none of them.
I mean, they might get to Secret Wars. I'm not saying they're going to die in Doomsday, but after Secret Wars, we're going to see a puff of smoke, and that's it. You know, maybe the title card at the end will be the X-Men and the Avengers will be back, but we don't know.
We'll get a whole different team. I think we're going to get a whole new team. Like,
yeah, we're going to get definitely a whole new team.
You'll see the whole new team.
I do wonder if they're going to have like a prologue, right? Like where you see like certain actors are there, certain characters are there, but all of a sudden it's a new team. You see
like at the end, somebody gets away at the end. A last surviving member ditches to a new universe, pops into another X mansion, and there's your new team. And they're like, "This just happened. This team, they fucking killed all these They killed all the X-Men." And they're like, "Oh, let's go." America Chavez is the one that takes them there in a star-shaped portal.
Maybe it's her because she's young enough, right? Or she doesn't take them there in a star-shaped portal. She just tells them she's like the last one who knows what happened because of her powers, and she just ends up there, and there's the new X-Men. Or it's just one universe, right, where the X-Men are here with this Avengers and this, and we're not hopping universes. It's the X-Men. She ends up going down the road and seeing the Xavier Institute.
They're going to find a way to make it make sense story wise. I'm not too worried about that. What I'm worried about is
do we want McAvoy and Fassbender to be Magneto and Professor X now?
Maybe in Secret Wars.
You mean going forward? You mean like in the new?
Yes. Going forward,
like in the reboot?
Yes.
No, I think they need to just do a.
Why not?
With the X-Men, do a full recap.
Do a new, just a full we got everybody.
I don't want to.
You know what though? It's a good point, Sean, because they're both young enough.
Yeah, they're young enough, man. They can still
do this for a long time.
I don't want to new. I'm okay with McAvoy and fucking him being X.
It's true. I guess you don't know how old do you need him to be. Like, I don't know how old McAvoy and Fassbender are now, but they can't be more than 10 or 15 years younger than Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen were when they started this shit back in.
Oh, way more than that.
Right. So we can run with them for a while. We can run with them for at least 10 years.
When did they do that? Like in 2000 X-Men?
Yeah, it's fucking great. Like, I think if it transitions to McAvoy and fucking Fassbender, I'm good. We can run with this because they can still get old and they can still be fucking, Xavier and fucking
McAvoy's only 3 months older than me. He's 40. He'll be 46. I mean,
Fassbender's a little older. So how old is Fassbender? Like 50? In his 50s?
I'll tell you in a second. I don't think he's that much older, though.
I don't think he's that much older either. He may be my age.
Who? Fassbender?
Yeah. You think so? I don't know. A little about to tell us, though.
Michael types really slowly.
He does. He's
no, it's because it's not showing me his age like it did on
here. I got it.
Like his bio is not showing me his
Just
age.
Google it.
I got it.
70.
He's 47.
Good Lord.
Yeah. So he is your age.
He's the same age as I am. Oh man, listen. If you at 47 years old, if you say like, "Yo, I'm signing this for the next 10 years," I'm signing that bitch. You be like, "Yeah, I'm good." You good? You ain't got nothing to worry about,
The
dog.
problem is if you do that, then you marry it to those Fox movies and those last. I mean, Days of Future Past was good.
It don't matter, dog. That shit's not canon. It don't matter. It don't matter, dog. Like, listen, if we making a transition, let's do it.
Because just like at the end of Days of Future Past, where Hugh Jackman woke up and then his X-Men were all still alive. Like Jean was there. He murdered her, several years prior. I think it's fine. It's like you said, it's a reboot. You could bring in actors you want to keep, and because like I want them to keep Charlie Cox, right? Like Daredevil's got a long run here. Like Charlie Cox can play this character for quite some time.
Charlie Cox is young.
John Bernthal can play the Punisher for quite some time. Tom Holland can play Spider-Man for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you've got these actors that can still stay around, and you build in the new cast, but you need to bring in the other cast. You get your late 30s Captain America. You can get another actor in their 40s to play Iron Man. It makes sense.
Yeah.
So there you go. We talked a hell of a lot about the Secret Wars,
about something that we don't really know.
We don't know anything about. And there'll be so many rumors and so many things, especially because this starts filming next month. So yeah, because we're a week from April. Yeah, it's in production now. I mean that was the end. Doomsday is in production.
I hope we get no set photos. I hope we get none of that shit, dude.
I don't want to be. I know you guys love the spoilers. I don't want to be spoiled.
I don't want to get spoiled either. But I mean, if I am, I'll take it. But but at the same time, I don't want to be spoiled. But I'll take it if I get it.
You say you don't want to be spoiled, but you're the one searching for the spoilers. Like, Steve,
totally search for it. There is no if and I will tell Steve the next day I fucking find it. And
dude, we share links. Bro.
And me and Steve will fucking go speculate as much as we want to. It doesn't fucking matter. We can be wrong. And we were like, what? And you know what me and Steve would do? Like, yo, Sean, could you imagine if we got that? I know, Steve, right?
Oh, you know how Lego is he's a Lego. Lego likes to spoil stuff when they introduce battle sets. Yeah. All of a sudden, like Lego has a battle world Lego set that comes out like for Christmas, and it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, the Lego set has like Captain America, Iron Man, Captain America, and Iron Man. Like, what the fuck?
The 10,000 piece, $2,000 Lego set.
Isn't that what happened on like what was one of the ones that had like a Black Panther figure, and everyone was like, "What? Black Panther's in this movie?" I think it was for, like, Civil War. Like, wait a second.
Stupid Lego.
That was really funny.
So, all right. Well, that's it. We've talked about it. We've had fun with it. Hope you guys had fun. Let us know in the comments. Please post comments. It helps drive people to our show. We appreciate that. We appreciate you guys joining us live. But let us know in the comments as well. Like, what characters are missing that you guys really want in this movie? Like, who's really missing that you really want? It could be a minor character. Like, I'm shocked Owen Wilson didn't have a chair because him and Tom Hiddleston are like buddy. You know, like maybe Tom Hiddleston dies.
Hiddleston's holding up the fucking
right, but maybe Tom Hiddleston dies and Loki dies, and here comes Owen Wilson telling Thor what the hell he did.
But Loki
because he knows.
But Loki also has a power where he's like makes like lots of versions of himself. Like he's like, and there's like 10,000 Lokis running around. Like he could just be holding on that thing and like shake his leg and make a little Loki and go off and have an adventure as that Loki, and still be doing what he's doing.
I think the thing is I think Loki's death is what's going to lead to Battle World.
Yeah, Loki going to die again? No, man, that ain't happening.
I think it's going to be.
Yeah, I don't want to see Loki die again, and I don't want to see Professor X die again. That man's died a lot on screen.
Pacino wants Foggy in the movie. Foggy's dead. Pacino. Foggy's dead.
There's a
So.
there's a Braille in memory of card to prove it.
All right, that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for your support. Please like, comment, subscribe. Join us at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, live on Saturday nights. This is Alil.
This is Sean, and I am doing the sketch now. If you can see it, you can't see it, but it will be available next week.
I saw the cowl,
and we will be doing a giveaway for that. So stay tuned for next week. And this is Sean.
And this is Steve. Until next week, everybody, stay safe, be nice to each other, and keep it geeky.